last night I went out and decided I was going to have myself some excellent Mexican food here on the island with Ellen and friends. And so we went down to La Quince in Pahoa, well known to be one of the best Mexican restaurants on this side of the island for sure. My friend Salvador, who does my mowing around here for me, is also a cook in his dad's kitchen. And so I walked in the door and was greeted by Salvador. It was nice to go into an eatery and, have people notice who you are. And later he went ahead and sent out a special plate of seared ahi with pineapple salsa on it for us that was just incredible. He's getting to be a really good cook. Anyhow, so as I'm sitting there, and I'm enjoying my food, and I look up, and who do I see? Gregg Adams, my friend, the dragon fruit farmer, a.k.a. the exotic tree farmer, a.k.a. the indigenous microbiome guy. I have many videos as you go backwards through my YouTube channel with Gregg. I followed some of his work over here on the island for years now. Videos about IMOs, those are with Gregg. Videos about dragon fruit being farmed, again, Gregg. And then his last project here was growing exotic trees, ornamental trees, for Larry Ellison, the software mogul, to use to plant the island of Lanai, which he owns about 80% of, and was planning to create this enormous botanical garden over there. Everything was just fine until last year when the lava came. And so this is another farming lava report here because the lava's still around. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's cooling down, but it's still sitting on top of all those farms. And Gregg claims his place, good chances, up to 50 feet of the stuff on top of his trees that he grew. He got the machinery out of there, he got the animals out and a lot of things, but the house and the tree farm, it's history. Anyway, so I saw Gregg, I invited him down, sit at the table and share that seared ahi with us, and said, well, how's it been going? I haven't seen you in a while, and I've been kind of worried. I told him I figured you've been spending a lot of time in the bar since the farm went under. Well, he's just now been able to get back in there. They've got the road opened up. And yeah, he got in and saw that it was a complete waste. He has got the corner pins back in on the property, but he contacted the vision of the federal government that used to be known as soil conservation. It has a new name right now. It's N something or other. Can't quite think of what they call it, but it's federal office. It's connected to the farm stuff. He contacted them about what to do with the farm. Currently, he still owes money to the state of Hawaii on the farm loan. He's paying on a pile of lava, Got to do something with it. Well, he got it through him, man. He got soil conservation to turn around and approve a plan where he is now going to be harvesting lava. Yeah! It turns out that what he ended up with is what they call shelly pahoihoi. Pahoihoi is the smooth, ropey kind of lava. Looks like maybe like a cow pie or something, It's not the jagged stuff. But shelly is the type that forms in sheets like flagstone. This is what he ended up with. The stuff is like scales. You can pull it apart, lift it up, and pieces that are like 2 to 4 inches or more thick can be handled, and you can use them like veneer on walls. They can be used to make paths, stepping stones, and so on. So by going through the federal agency and getting approval for what he wanted to do, it took him around, and he circumvented a whole lot of local ordinances when it comes to grading, preparing land, permits that are required, and so on. Because he's under the protection now of a federal agency dealing with farmers, he doesn't have to go to the county to get any kind of permits to go in there and dig this stuff. he's also able to actually grind the residue into cinder, and because the farmer is allowed to prepare soils, and so a lot of this is actually under the guise that when he's done harvesting the Shelly Pahoehoe, he will probably cinder the site and go back into farming again. But he'll cinder the site with what was actually laying there. So they gave him $128,000 as a grant because his proposal sounded good, and he bought himself the biggest skid steer made by Caterpillar Tractor that they have. It's the one that uses steel tracks like a cat, because you can't go out there with rubber. The rubber would be cut to shreds. And so it's got steel tracks on it. It's a skid steer, but it's a great big bobcat. And for the Pahoehoe, he's got forks he set on the front, like 4 forklift tines, that he slides them in between the layers, lifts up, picks them up, takes them over, puts them on a pallet to ship to an architect in Honolulu and to ship to masonry yards in California is where all the stuff is going. And his bobcat also has a type of a vegetation grinder that he purchased on the front that will go through a forest and grind up everything up to 8 inches in diameter. So he not only has dead wood sticking up all over out of the flows there in places that he'll be grinding on his property, but after that he intends to go out and, grind up ivy thickets around here and stuff for people, the cane grass, that he'll go in and grind this and turn it into compost for him. So it'll be another bit of a job that he has going on down there. People are always looking to clear stuff. But I just thought it was incredible. Here you got a guy, he's growing trees. The lava covers his trees. So, hey, what's he do? He's growing lava. It's a lava farm. And he actually got it made legal through the federal government to do this. Not everybody gets to harvest lava here. That's not the easiest thing to get a permit to do, frankly. But he's got it. I'm going to do specific videos about this operation as soon as Gregg's machinery arrives here and he gets started with it. Right now, the machine is still on a boat coming, so he hasn't got the equipment yet. But I've watched that man go through any number of different disasters and problems in life, and he always picks himself up and keeps moving. So I'm positive that this is also going to be another one of these stories of Gregg Adams and where he goes. What an idea. You lose the farm to a volcano, so you sell the lava. Dude, amazing. So you all hang loose. There'll be more on this, but we're going to call this a lava and garden or lava and farm report for the day. You have a good day.